So I'm Paul Boyer. I graduated from Miami in 2008. My degree was supply chain management and operations, and I had a minor in management information systems. I currently live in San Francisco. I work for a company called Revagenics. We are in the biotechnology industry, developing novel antimicrobials. And at Revagenics, I'm the director of corporate development and operations. Yeah, it was really networking. The classic story that you hear when you're a student, and I was able to experience it myself. I was at a supply chain management association function, so it was the global chapter of Institute for Supply Management, and at one of their conventions, I met someone who was at that time the head of procurement for Genentech, one of the largest biotech companies in the world. And we got to talking, stayed in touch over the last couple of years of my time at Miami. And towards my graduation, he said, I'm trying to start up a leadership development program and I need some guinea pigs. Would you be willing to try it out? And I said yes. And, that brought me out here and the rest is history, I suppose. My first time mentoring as part of the Miami supply chain program, but I've been mentoring students at various levels in their college career for about 12 years now.
I was kind of interested, kind of want to get myself more involved in the supply chain field. I also wanted to hear from somebody who's gone through the program here at Miami, kind of see what some of their internship experiences were, how they felt getting into the real workforce, and ultimately kind of the opportunities that the school has for them and kind of how they worked from there within the industry and kind of expanded across different industries. Yeah, so I've been part of the mentor program for probably about 3 months or so now. I had my first meeting back in July over summer break while I was going through my internship, and we've kind of met every 3 to 4 weeks since then. So back in July, when I had our first meeting with Paul, it was definitely kind of a get to know each other face to face. I kind of gave him a rundown of who I was, some of the experiences that I've had within supply chain, some of the experiences that I have at Miami, extracurriculars. Then I heard a little bit about Paul, his time at Miami, the kind of his experiences within the supply chain industry, kind of starting off with his internships, and then how he moved through the field and kind of where he got to now.
So I set it as a priority. It's something my team members know and my company knows. Mentoring Miami students, and I have a few other mentorship opportunities I'm a part of, is just a really important thing to me. And so I block off time on my calendar and just make it work.
I definitely on the professional side, we work on some of the tools and some of the things that I'm learning inside the classroom and kind of harnessing that, how I can implement those towards internships or interviews. And then on the kind of the social, more personal side, we definitely kind of bounce ideas off each other, whether that be different business programs, different magazines, or different podcasts that we might listen to.
I'm certainly happy to share my experiences and just help them tackle the problems or opportunities that they have, in their college career, as well as any personal challenges that they're working on. Just prepare them for growth. Benefits that I see from it, it's really great to understand, how the curriculum is evolving. And it helps me understand, what are those key topics that students are learning about today and think about, am I properly challenging or tackling them in my career as well? And also it's a chance to kind of refresh, re-energize. I get a lot out of hearing how excited they are about their internship opportunities, the classes and projects that they're working on, their future careers. And so it's wonderful for me just to, re-excite around that and to help them find ways to channel that and find the opportunities. I think it's wonderful that you all are doing this, connecting students with alumni, with members of the community. I hope that it gives them a chance to challenge their own thinking and assumptions about the careers that they're looking at, the different companies or industries that they're looking at, and gives them a sense of, what's possible. Really, expand the horizons. One of the things that is not lost on me is I did not know many people in California. I didn't know many people in the biotech industry when I was a student at Miami. So I hope that I'm able to give a different perspective, both geographically and industry wise, to supply chain students, help them understand that there are plenty of opportunities out there and they are there for their taking.
I can't emphasize the program enough. It's been a great experience for me these last couple of months. I know Paul and I have gotten pretty close. We meet every 3 to 4 weeks since then. It's definitely a great opportunity. You get to open your network early on while you're still a student here at college, whether that be getting your foot in the door with an internship or an interview opportunity, or kind of just hearing from somebody who's in the industry, who's gone through the program here at Miami, and kind of getting to pick their brain a little bit about how I can improve myself as a student, and then ultimately kind of enforce myself when I get into the workforce as well.